pajamas. Every morning started the same way. Ruth and her mother argued over what Ruth should wear to school. Her mother always gave her two choices, but Ruth never liked either one. Every day Ruth asked the same question. Can I please just wear my super soft, cushy, wushy pink pajamas? And every morning her mother would have the same answer. Pajamas are not appropriate for school. But one morning Ruth spotted her chance. Her dad was taking her to school and he wouldn't even notice what she was wearing. Ruth's shoes were a little tight over her thick pajamas, but she didn't mind. As Ruth walked into school that day, everyone was staring at her. But she didn't mind. The other kids kept asking Ruth why she was wearing pajamas, but she didn't mind. Her pajamas made the circle time extra comfortable. And they were perfect costume for being the patient when everyone played hospital. Soon it was time to go out for recess. Ruth's pajamas were warm under the hot sun. And it was hard to run fast with pinched toes and pink cheeks. Ruth was tired, hot, and sweaty. Maybe her mother was right. Maybe her pajamas weren't appropriate for school. Maybe instead she should have worn jeans, anything but her super soft, cushy, wushy pink pajamas. Then something terrible happened. Ruth tripped and fell. She wasn't hurt, but her pajamas were. When Ruth got home from school, she burst into tears. You were right, she cried to her mother. Super soft, cushy, wushy, pink pajamas are not appropriate for school. Ruth's mother gave her a hug, a snack, and helped her change. Later that night, when it was time for bed, Ruth was worried. How will I sleep without my super soft, cushy-wushy pink pajamas? She asked. You won't have to, her mother replied. Ruth. Wow! Now I have super soft, cushy-wushy pink pajamas that say my name, she explained. Can I wear them to school? Ruth, started her mother. I know, Ruth said. Pajamas are not appropriate for school. But they would be perfect for a trip to the library. I love my super soft, cushy-wushy pink pajamas. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where her mom stitched a heart on top of her hole and it said Ruth. His new home. Everyone was excited. Mom and Dad had a big surprise. Today was the day Ruby would arrive. The kids could not wait to meet their new dog. After lunch, Mom and Dad brought Ruby home. Everyone has to learn to share, Mom said. We will all have to take care of Ruby.
Aww.
Isn't she cute? Jade said. Ruby is going to be so much fun, said Jordan. Justin smiled and nodded. Everyone loved Ruby right away.
Yay!
Mom took them to the pet store. She told each of them they could pick out something special for Ruby. Puppy supplies. Jade picked out a leash and ball. Jordan picked out a ball and blanket. Justin picked out a collar and a tag. Then he picked out a box of treats for Ruby. Everything was red. Why did you all pick red? Asked Mom. Her name is Ruby, said Jade. So red is her favorite color.
Aww.
Mom smiled. I am glad we are all sharing Ruby so well, she said. That night, Mom heard loud voices. She walked down the hall to see what was going on. Justin was hugging Ruby. Jordan was holding her ball, and Jade was trying to pull Ruby with her leash. What is going on here? Asked Mom. Jordan said, Ruby is my dog. I want her to sleep in my room. Justin said, no, Ruby is my dog. I want her to sleep in my room. Jade said, Mom, they are both wrong. Ruby is my dog, and she should sleep in my room. Just then Ruby barked. They all let go of Ruby and looked at Mom. Ruby's a member of our family, Mom said. We need to share her. There is plenty of fun to go around. Ruby loves all of you. Right, Ruby? Everyone looked around. Where was Ruby now? Asked Justin. Where did Ruby go? She was nowhere in sight. They looked in Jordan's room. No Ruby. They looked in Jade's room. No Ruby. They looked in Justin's room. No Ruby. They looked downstairs. Ruby was curled up in her crate on her brand new red blanket. She was fast asleep. It looks like Ruby has found her own spot to sleep, said Mom.
Aww.
The next morning, Dad had a good idea. Let's have a picnic at the park, he said.
Yay!
Can Ruby come too? Asked Jade. We can all play with her together. I will bring Ruby's leash, said Justin. I will bring her ball, said Jordan. And I will bring her treats, said Jade. They all took turns playing with Ruby. They all threw the ball for her to chase. They took turns holding the leash to keep her safely near them. They all gave her treats, but not too many. On the drive home, Ruby fell asleep in the back seat. She was so tired, she was snoring.
Aww.
Look, Mom, said Justin. Sweet little Ruby really is our dog, Mom smiled. Isn't sharing fun? We can share taking care of Ruby, and we can share playing with Ruby. Best of all, said Dad, we can share Ruby's love too. The end. What is your favorite part of the story? My favorite part of the story is where Ruby was sleeping in her own place